wanted to do a video on complete service and complete tune-ups. I've seen a lot of videos on the internet and they claim to do complete services on their vehicle and complete tune-ups, but it's not actually a full complete service. So I'm not gonna actually show how to do it in the video, but I'm gonna speak on it. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you what a complete service is and a complete tune-up on the vehicle nowadays. You still could perform a tune-up on your car, even if it's a modern car, even though they don't have carburetors and ignition coils and things like that. There's still things you can do to tune up your car. So here's some of the things you can do. Yeah, so complete service, complete tune-up. That will consist of changing the spark plugs, of course. That's the main thing in the tune-up. Spark plugs is right under here. Just take these bolts off and unclip these wires right here. Spark plugs are right in there. There's 4 on this car. I performed all these maintenances I'm speaking on by myself, and so I changed the spark plugs. And this car only has 50-something thousand miles, but I changed them anyway. Cleaned the throttle body. Throttle body is right in here. Just take these clamps and get some carburetor cleaner. Throttle body cleaner. And you spray that in there, wipe it down. You can pull it off if you need to. I couldn't actually get it off, so I had to clean it with it still attached to the car. But I've seen people performing like that. But it's always best to take it off completely, get it a little better. Change the engine air filter. Air filter's right here. You just take this off. This clamp, this hose comes right off. And yeah, this clamp as well. The air filter's in there. Of course, change the engine oil. Engine oil is right here. You take it out from the bottom of the car. Another thing you could do is change your PCV valve. PCV valve is right here. That's on this car. This is a Nissan Sentra. It might be different on your car. This is a 2018. And the valve is right in there. Just take that wire off in the clip. You can put in a new PCV valve. Mine was still working, but it's just preventative maintenance. And it's an easy job to do. And it's only like $10-15, so I said, why not? Change so you change your PCV valve. You can change your coolant as well. Coolant's right here. And there's a petcock, they call it. It's down at the bottom of there. Just follow your hose, and you can get down there in it, drain out the fluid, and put it back. Put the new fluid in, as well as in your overflow tank. It's right here. Change both of them. Completely drain it. That was only like $40 as well, even though it's only recommended to change it about every 100,000 miles or so. I still change it, like I said, because easy, cheap maintenance, preventative maintenance. So you could do that. You can also change your O2 sensors. And I didn't change the oxygen sensors on this yet, but that's another thing you can change. The oxygen sensors, there's two of them. One by the Cadillac converter, and the other one is in the engine behind there. That's not a difficult job as well. I didn't perform that on this car yet, but I plan to be doing that soon. And you can also change your battery. I changed my battery. They usually say around 3 to 4 years you should just change it, whether it's still in good condition or not, because they usually fail after about 4 or 5 years. So I changed my battery as well. Another thing you can change is your mass airflow sensor. That's this right here. And I changed it. You can clean it as well. They have a spray you can clean. I just changed it because I brought a used car. I wanted pretty much as many new parts as I could put on there, make it more like a brand new car. So I changed this. You just take off these 2 bolts and it clips right off. That was a little more expensive than the PCV valve. I think I paid like $150, $125, something like that. Yeah, but it's a easy job to do, so I figured why not. And you can also change your transmission fluid. I changed my transmission fluid on this car. The fluid, and as well as the filters as well. You want to change the filters as well. I've seen people on the internet, they change the oil but not the filter. You have to change the filters as well. And there's 2 filters on this car. One is by the tire. You take the tire off. You can't really see it, but you take the tire off and it's right there. I have videos on that on how to do that. And other filter is once you drop the pan, the transmission pan, it's right under there. And another full service item will be changing your hoses and any belts if you have them. So there's plenty of things to do to tune up your car, because the main point in tuning up your car is to get it back to its peak performance. So that's what you would want to do. And there's another thing is to increase reliability of the car. So that's the point of a full service. So if you're only doing 2 things, change your spark plugs and change your engine oil, you can't label that as a full complete service or a full complete tune-up. So the minimum things you can do, at least 4 of those things I mentioned, then you can label your video as a complete service, complete tune-up, full tune-up, and things of that nature, full service. The minimum things you can do is at least 4 of those things mentioned. The mass airflow sensor, cleaning or replacement, throttle body cleaning, engine oil change in the filter, battery changing, PCV valve behind there, transmission fluid change, coolant change, or oxygen sensor removal and change. So pretty much if you're not doing at least 4 of those things, that's not a complete service. That's not a complete tune-up or full tune-up. All right. Thank you, and good luck on your vehicles. Keep them running a while. If you paid a lot of money for them, keep them reliable. I recommend doing all these services before the recommended interval on your book. You could do it. You could do them earlier than the book recommends, but I wouldn't do them any later than the book recommends. A lot of these services are cheap, so it's no reason why you shouldn't do them on time or a little early. I've also changed my brake fluid. So that's another fluid you could change. Brake fluid. So that's just some things to keep your car reliable and things like that. All right, later.